day. I don't see it on there yet. Let me see if it's on here. I don't see it on that one either. Oh, there it is. Okay. Seashell spirit messages. Queen of Air, independent, experienced, realistic, and witty. Objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, seeing the humor in the situation. The King of Fire, focus, 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 communicate with vision, and be a leader. Advice from someone creative. Page of Earth. No, I'm sorry, Queen of Earth. Seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action, unnecessary worry. No unnecessary worrying. Bridget, General. Got a Taurus coming in that could be of significance. The love cup is full. Regardless of where you are in your love life should be improving. You have got the Magician, which means you've got the ability to manifest new opportunities. Focus on what you want more of, not what you want less of. Strength, stepping into your own strength, your own personal power, brings you to the top of the mountain and earns you some more financial stability. Also looks like you may have decisions to make around an offer that would be hard to refuse. This is not like... I need this to be like... See this? I don't understand why I have such a hard time. Oh, shit, I don't want this to fall now. I'm gonna have to take everything out of here again and redo this whole place. That's all. Cupcake. Is David coming back, or do I need to move on? Is David coming back, or do I need to move on? I would say it's probably a good idea to move on. You know, too many people get caught up in this idea of hoping somebody is going to come back. Usually when somebody comes back, it just winds up being reliving the same old broken situation. And the chances of him coming back are kind of slim at this point. But even still, it's like most of the time going backwards is not the answer. I would say keep your options open and see what else is coming in. Spiritual. What is the month of February looking like? Okay. February looks like a pretty decent month. You got the sun coming out, stepping into your own strength, and things seem to change for the better quickly. It also looks like you may be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. You may be happy with your finances in February, feeling like you'll breathe a sigh of relief. It should be a pretty decent month. Yeah, it should be pretty good. Especially when it comes to finances. Lydia, Obed came to my office 2 times, but I was on break. He didn't see me. Okay, let's see. I think he's going to come back. See, he feels like he's already come in twice, and that now it may look really obvious. I think he comes back. If not today, relatively soon, he should be back. Yeah, see, he may feel like he can't keep going back in there today, but he'll be back. You're going to run into him again soon. Lydia, talked to Obed regarding inmates, but he seemed to want to talk about us. I think he does. I think that he's only fooling himself with this act that he's putting on about not wanting to be in a relationship and all this. I think it's all bullshit. I don't know. I don't know why people do that. I guess he's trying to like be self-protective or something, but it's ridiculous. Yeah, you're going to talk to him again. And he does want to talk about the situation, and he is going to pop up again, and you are going to see him again. So I don't know what the problem is. I don't know why it can be so difficult for some guys to just do the right fucking thing. It's like you're involved anyway. You know what I mean? I don't know. He reminds me a little bit of Gary when I first started seeing him. It's like Gary was like, oh, I'm not going to see you anymore, or we're not going to do this anymore, and then he would show up again. And it was like, one of my friends used to say to me, like, I don't even believe what he says anymore. I can't imagine that you believe that he's not going to show up again. And I was like, but it's just so frustrating. It's like, why you keep telling somebody no, 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 when you really mean yes? So you're going to see him. And then once again, you have other options coming in. So you may get tired of his shit and decide to move forward with somebody else. But either way, it's going to be your call and your decision. So that's positive. I don't know who he thinks he's kidding. Like, that's the thing. Cupcakes. Is there a new love on the horizon for me? Is there a new love coming in? Yeah, there is. There's a Capricorn coming in. There's success that comes in around love. See, this is what happens. People get stuck and hung up on something that's not working, something that's in the past, and it keeps them stagnant. So nobody comes in until you shut the door and you decide to move forward. When you're still stuck in that situation, it's very hard for new opportunities to come in because it's like you block yourself. It's like being focused on something that when you look back on it, it probably wasn't that great anyway. You know, it's like we tend to romanticize the past. But meanwhile, if you really look back with like a clear, non-biased eye, things probably weren't that great. And it wouldn't really be something that you would want to go back to if you had something better standing in front of you. But the thing is that here you are right now caught up in this, the past, and feeling burdened by it. And then this keeps you stuck in the mud. So once you start to make a decision that, you know what, I don't want that anyway, then the new opportunities will come in. And it's funny because everyone is like stuck on the X. When's the X coming back? When's the X coming back? Is my X coming back? But if you really look back on the relationship, if the relationship was that wonderful, it never would have ended. So, and I think we all do that. Well, maybe this time it'll be different. Or maybe this time when he comes back, the situation will be better. But it's not, because he's coming back as the same person. I think, especially people that are like, well, I dumped him. Is he going to call me? Yeah, but he's going to call you as the same person he was when you dumped him. He's not coming back as a new person. So I think once you make a decision that ended for a reason and my life is going to move forward, then your life will move forward. You're more in control of it than you think you are. Let's put it that way. Jay, I'm ashamed to admit it, but Amy turned around and caught me looking at her early this morning. What was going through her mind when she caught me? It's fine. It's fine. See, like sometimes she thinks that you're into her, and sometimes she thinks that you would never date her. Like that she's not good enough for you. So she kind of goes back and forth with the way that she feels. It doesn't depend on you. It depends on her mood. So it doesn't matter what you do. Like today, she was flattered that you were looking at her. But that could change tomorrow. Her mood's, like, it's all her. It's not you. You know what I mean? Like, you're pretty consistent. It's her mood that fluctuates. So today she was impressed. Or she felt flattered. Lydia, Mac needs a work favor. Is that why he comes back? No, no, that's not why. No, see, his problem is he's a little immature and he doesn't know how to deal with real relationships. So he runs off and comes back because he's kind of like very childlike. The work favor has nothing to do with it. spiritual. Did Z see me at graduation 3 years ago? Did Z see me at graduation 3 years ago? Yes. Z saw you 3 years ago. I have to fix this. I don't know why this is like flimsy. It normally fits in here like totally flush. I don't know what happened. That's a little better. Let's put this up. It'll go flying off. That's better. Nejlani, what Promise wants from me, and what does Jean want? What does Promise want from me? All right, I don't know who these people are. I don't know if Promise is a male or a female, but this is what it shows around that person. That person feels like they're very stuck. They're holding themselves back and they want to walk away, or they want some distance. Jean. They may want to walk away but can't because they're holding themselves back. They need some space, but they're not taking it. I don't know. They got stuff going on. Jean needs a little bit of patience. Got to have patience with that person because Jean's not sure. They're going to listen to their intuition. They're loving, kind, caring, and that's what they want in a relationship or situation, whatever the situation is. But they need patience. They're not ready yet. They're not ready yet. They're not there yet. I'm going to go back up to the top. Benita, love. It looks like you got a Sagittarius coming in and you have a wish around the situation. This could be a brand new love relationship or a new love interest, somebody that you haven't met yet. And I think they're a Sagittarius. It may take a minute for them to come in because it's like the timing isn't that great just yet. Stepping into your own strength, making a decision to move forward with your life brings in a Sagittarius out of the clear blue sky that comes in with the love cup being full. Kira, general for the rest of the weekend. You might be feeling a little bit regretful or negative about something, and you may decide to turn and walk away from something or someone that no longer serves you. Taking time for rest, relaxation serves you well. Four of Wands is always positive. It could be decorating your home, spending time at home, entertaining at home. It's always positive though. You got growth and transformation coming in, and you have a wish before the end of the weekend, so I would put that out into the universe. You also may be laying down the law, setting up boundaries with the Ace of Swords. Jay, what's next with Amy? I get unsure of my Yeah, of course you do, because she's all over the place. How could you not? You know, like, law of attraction wise, right? When I'm studying law of attraction, this made sense to me. Because a lot of it makes sense and a lot of it I don't agree with. But like the idea of putting out mixed messages or mixed energy and then getting that back makes a lot of sense. So for her, it's like one day she feels like you're into her. The next day she feels like you're not. But that doesn't have to do with you, it has to do with her. So she puts that out into the universe and you pick that up. So then what happens? You start to kind of mirror that back to her, and it keeps that situation in that, you know, it's good today, bad tomorrow, good today, bad tomorrow. Like that part makes sense to me. It makes sense to me that like what you're putting out into the universe is coming back to you. If you focus on something that you don't want to happen, it's going to happen because that's where your energy is going. And fear, negativity, all that stuff tends to manifest really fast because we're so afraid of it, and we can tap into that feeling pretty quickly. So with her, like she puts out sometimes, oh, almost like she's putting up a block, like I don't need him, or I don't need this, or I don't care if he doesn't like me. But she doesn't really feel that way. So she puts out energy that she doesn't really feel. You know, it's like the, I told him to go fuck himself. Is he gonna call me? Well, you're putting out, go away. Is he gonna come? No, probably not. And she does the same thing. So that's why you keep picking that up, because she changes back and forth. The thing is that it doesn't have to do with you, it has to do with her. That's why I'm saying, like, she's a lot of work, and she may be a lot of work if you were to ever get into a relationship with her, because like she's going to continue this, you know, like she's going to be the kind of person that's always going to be trying to test you to see how well you know, well, if he really liked me, he would have bought me 2 dozen flowers instead of 1 dozen flower. You know what I'm saying? Like she will always be trying to expect the next level from you because she's not satisfied in herself. So she's looking for like external, you know, like you're gonna have to keep proving yourself to her over and over again, and it doesn't have to do with you, it has to do with how she feels. So that's what I'm saying. She's a lot of work. Next, you start to feel like there's some good karma coming back to you, and you start to feel like you got a wish, but then she starts to hold herself back again. She's her own worst enemy. She really is. Head in the clouds. What is my intuition trying to tell me? What is my intuition trying to tell me? That it's time to move forward with your life. Slow and steady wins the race. No longer waiting for your ship to come in. Take the bull by the horns. Make the decisions you need to make and move forward. You got growth and transformation coming in around you. Don't hold yourself back. Kira, how is Daniel feeling about me and his actions? You could hear from him soon, but he's not sure what he wants at this point. Like, he's got the King of Swords here, which means he's got some sharp energy about the situation. He may feel like he thought that the two of you had a nice connection, and he may have felt like things were moving forward quickly, but he is skeptical to get back into a situation that's going to be a lot of drama. He feels like he's got a lot of drama in his life to begin with, and he doesn't want to have to add to it. I think you're going to hear from him out of the blue probably relatively soon. The swords happens fast, so I would say maybe within the next couple of days you'll hear from him. Kira, what's going to happen with my car situation? Are you thinking about getting a new car? Because you may be putting money aside for a new car. It looks like putting money aside or saving money for a new car. And maybe you might have to wait for divine timing, though. I would say that you may hold on to this car until maybe late winter, early spring, and then you might decide to take it to dump it and get a new car. I don't know what the situation is, but it looks like saving money for something, putting money aside for something. I think a new car is on the horizon. Butterfly. What are Kay's current feelings towards H. This person cares very much for H. They've got the Lover's card and the Temperance cards, like patience, compassion, serenity. They may realize that they need to be patient with this person, but they think that they're a soulmate connection. Julie, still no regret with R. No, nothing's changed around him. He's still exactly where he has been. Kiki, I broke it off with Seth. Was it for the best? Yeah, I think you gave it long enough and you just weren't feeling it. No sense. No sense being in a relationship like that if you're just not feeling it. You know what I mean? You gave it a chance. Butterfly, when will my dad talk to me again? Communication comes in soon. Sometime during the week. Maybe sometime this week. I would say the very latest, the beginning of February. Kiki, what does the future hold for myself? You have a business relationship that's coming up that should bring you financial stability, or it should bring like a long-term business relationship. The Judgment card is here, being at the right place at the right time. It may be something new, maybe that you haven't started yet. Walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. This could be you turning around and walking away from that relationship. Then your life starts to move forward quickly. You do have a water sign coming in that may be of significance, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. There's long-term possibility around that situation, and feeling like the hard work you've put into something, this is usually financial, it doesn't have to be, but it usually is starting to come back to you. So you may feel like, I don't know, if you started a savings account or something, then now like you're starting to see the fruits of your labor. Or it could be the hard work that you put into your job or career. It's going to start to pay off. Ram, is claws a good catch? I don't know if this tower is here. I would keep your options open. I got a 33% chance with one ace. The Knight of Cups is either a love interest or somebody who's very romantic, but the tower is there. So the tower makes me a little bit concerned. I would keep your options open, or I would at least be cautious. Because with that combination of the Knight of Cups and the tower, it makes me feel like it could be somebody who says and does all the right things because they know how to say and do the right things. You know what I mean? And the tower is there, which makes me a little bit nervous. Julie, any love offers for me in February? You have a couple. You've got an Aquarius, a Scorpio, and a Virgo that are coming in February or around February. One of them may be somebody brand new who you haven't met before. And it looks like you've got plenty of choices. The world is at your feet. Kiki, I had a dream a blonde guy saved me. Thoughts? Well, I don't know what this person saved you from, but I think that, like, or we talk about, like, I'm not like a psychiatrist or anything like that, but I know that the subconscious is storing fears, thoughts, and everything that happens to us is being recorded in that subconscious. So the idea of needing someone to save you, that's, you know what I mean? Like, think about that for a second. You needed to be saved by somebody else. You need to save yourself and not rely on other people. So that, I think, is something that came out in that dream that's important. Stop looking outside yourself for being saved or being able to fix whatever it is, and start to look inside yourself with what needs to change for you personally. Because I think that that's what a lot of people do. A lot of people think that I need somebody else. I need somebody else. I need somebody else. But you don't. You need yourself to do it. And then once you're in a place where you don't need anybody else, then that's when the healthy relationships come in rather than the codependent relationships or the relationships that are really passionate for 5 seconds and then it fizzles out and it's a horror show. So I would think of it like that. Like think about, what was this person trying to save me from? What was this person trying to save me from? And how can I do that for myself? Ronnie, general for the next 3 months. Disappointment moves into the past. Moving forward, feeling a little bit more successful or feeling a little bit more like things are going your way. You've got here the Wheel of Fortune, so you got some good luck coming in. And perseverance takes you to the next level as far as career or job is concerned. It also looks like you have a fire sign that comes in that's of significance, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You could find yourself in a committed relationship before the end of the 3 months, and it could be with a new love interest. Somebody that you haven't met before, no longer holding yourself back, heading towards all 10 cups being full. Myogram, general for next week. Listen to your intuition. Next week, your intuition is it's spot on. That happiness coming in when you turn around and walk away from things that no longer serve you, anxiety starts to subside. You're about to go through personal growth and transformation. It also looks like you've got the 9 of Cups, which is a wish, and you could be starting a new journey, possibly with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Next week should be a pretty decent week. Where are we here? Kira, finally wants to see me tonight. Is that it? Wants to meet me tonight? All right, let's see. It should go really well. Here he shows up right here. It looks like he thinks that you're in like a strong person that's in control of their life, that you know what you want, that you're pretty like secure in what you want just in life in general. Like you're going to come off as very like stable. He's going to think you're attractive. He's going to think that the two of you have a nice connection. Got the Magician here. You can make it happen. You can make just about anything you want happen. I think he's going to be pretty impressed. Yeah, I think you're going to make a good impression on him. I would go have a good time. Raven, will Puxatony Phil see 6 more months of winter? Or will I see 6 more months of being single? Well, it's 6 more weeks of, it's 6 weeks, more weeks of winter, not months. Right, the groundhog? Will the groundhog say that we're having 6 more weeks of winter? Ugh, the card suggests 6 more weeks of winter. I fucking hope not. Meanwhile, I can't complain. I really can't. Okay, well, I see 6 more weeks, 6 more months of being single. No, I think you got a Virgo coming in. I don't think you're going to be single in the next 6 months. Virgo comes in. Don, will Danita contact me, and is there a future with her? Okay, let's see. Yes, there is. Uh-huh. Got long-term potential around a relationship with her. She should contact you, yeah. Butterfly, will H go back to K? I think so, yeah. J, what can I expect with my post office application? I think that you're going to hear from them and that they're going to hire you. Looks like you're learning a new area of study and you feel like you've made it to the top of the mountain. You can breathe a sigh of relief. I think that you're going to get that job. Ram, is Claus talking to other people romantically apart from me? It could be, yeah. Ram, I've decided to move on and focus on myself. Why is K still on my mind? Well, because it's like you're saying that you're going to focus on yourself, but you're really not. Like you're saying it, but your mind is obviously very much still in love and dating because you're asking questions about these guys. So it's like he's still there, you know? It's like saying it but not really meaning it. You know what I mean? It's like if you're going to focus on yourself and not focus on guys, then I would stop contacting guys and I would cut it off right now and just focus on what's in front of you. But you can't, it's not both ways. Like, it's like when somebody says to me, well, I decided to cut my energy from him. Does he realize that I'm gone? It's like, no, because you didn't cut your energy if we're talking about him, and it's the same thing for you. You haven't cut him out of your energy if you're still thinking about him and you're still talking about him. So in order to focus on yourself, you have to kind of shut that part of your life out for a minute and focus on what you want to work on yourself right now. Like let's just say, for example, you wanted to work on, I don't know, building a business. All of your time and energy or extra time and energy would go into that business, not into, relationships with guys. And you just from your questions, it's not telling me that you're really working on yourself. It's that you're still focused on men, which is fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But your actions and your words they're not meeting one another, which is why he's still in your head, because you're still kind of focused on love or connections. It's not being focused on whatever it is that you want to work on in yourself, because then the questions you would be asking would be about yourself. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like the person that keeps saying, well, I'm going to cut him out of my energy. I'm cutting him out of my energy. I'm not going to, I'm not texting him anymore. But you're constantly looking at your phone, hoping that he reaches out for you. It's like you're not cutting your energy then. You're just saying that you are. So that's why he's still in your energy, because you're still focused on guys right now, which, like I said, is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. If you're looking to meet someone or you're looking to have a relationship, that's fine. But then the question that you said here, I've decided to focus on myself, is not really true. You're not focusing on yourself. That's why he's still in your mind, because that's still where your head is going. In order to make the shift to yourself, you got to put yourself in the situation where you're working on yourself, and that's where your energy would be, not on any of these other guys. You see what I mean? You're not working on yourself if your focus is on men, which is not to say that you can't do both, but he's still in your energy field because that's where your head is. Don, I need Okay, what's going on here for Don? Okay, you're coming to a time in your life where you got some good luck. So any of the weight of the world that's been on your shoulders is going to start to slip off and you're going to move forward. You're going to hear from somebody out of the clear blue who you either didn't think you were going to hear from or you haven't heard from in a long time. You've got the Two of Cups here, which means if you're not in a committed relationship right now, there's one on the horizon. And it could either be with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, or it could be that it's a very loving, kind, caring relationship. And it brings balance back to your life. It will have long-term potential. Eight of Pentacles. You could be going back to school to learn a new area of study. Seven of Pentacles in reverse could be the hard work that you've put into either school or work. Eight of Pentacles doesn't always have to be going back to like college. It could be learning anything. It even could be on the job training. But the hard work that you put in will come back to you. And you have some good karma coming in and you have the sun coming out, which is positive. So you're going into 2021 with a lot of positive things happening. Kiki, time frame when I'll have a passionate relationship. It could be before the end of the winter. Could be before the end of the winter, yeah. Kira, finally wants to FaceTime me. That's what it was, right? I would say that he's going to be very, he's going to be pretty impressed with you because he's going to feel like you're pretty confident. You know what you want. Like you have direction when it comes to life. He's going to think you're compassionate, patient, sincere, attractive, ambitious, and he's going to feel like the two of you have a nice connection. Jay, love reading. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. You got options here. You have a Capricorn, then you have another earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You have a Leo, and you have a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. It could be a Cancer. No longer feeling stuck. You're going to start to feel like your life is moving forward because you have options and you're prepared. You may spend the next couple of weeks or maybe the next month or so exploring different options, and I think that's a good idea. Let's see what happens. Julie wants messages from the ancestors. We'll go to the spirit cards from that. Queen of Earth. Thoughtful, creative, warm, and sensible. Make time for those around you. Take a sensible approach. Deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. The Queen of Air, independent, experienced, realistic, and witty. Objective decision-making, clearing all the way that no longer serves you and seeing the humor in a situation. Empress, Archangel Gabriel. Lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, and nurture yourself and others. Pretty good. Moon. I read tarot, and I had another reader say that I'm scamming people. Why would they say that? Oh my God, that's terrible. I don't know why they would say that. I don't know why they would say that. That's terrible. It's going to sound really crazy. It's going to sound crazy, but this is what I think. This is what the cards suggest. They wanted you to turn around and walk away from them because they fear that you know more than them. And you made them feel weak, and they feel like they don't have a lot of energy. They feel like you know better than them, and they may even be the scammer, and they don't want you to figure them out. Very interesting. I don't know how could somebody call somebody else a scammer if they've never had a reading from them? like people that I feel are what makes me skeptical are two things. Anyone that's going to tell you that you have a curse on you and they need to do some kind of a prayer. And number two, anyone that comes in with a fairy tale song and dance. I don't believe any of that, because that's just not life. Like, life is not a fairy tale. Even the best life takes work. Things don't just fall into place, like 100% all the time. There's always shit that happens. That's life. But how somebody can call somebody else a scam artist without having a reading from them? No, I think this person may have been a little intimidated by you, and they wanted you to stay away from them. I think that the more, I almost want to tell you to keep contacting them, but I don't want to see you pay them. Fuck them. It reminds me, like, when I first started teaching yoga, even now, and I've been teaching like a long time, like 10 years or so. If I am teaching a class and another teacher comes in, I'll get nervous, especially if it's a teacher that's been teaching longer than me. So that could be, it's almost like you would rather them not come to you. That person may be feeling that way about you. Kira, general for the next 2 weeks. What happened over there, Dylan? You all right? Well, you're not holding yourself back and you have a wish. The weight of the world seems to slip off your shoulders. You may be spending time with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and your life could be moving forward. You may be feeling a little undecided about something, especially when it comes to love. You got the love cup full, but there may be indecision around it. Let's see what happens. You also could be picking up a new spiritual practice that may serve you well. Ronnie, does my boss think that we're friends again? Boss comes up as feeling a little bit stuck. I'm only getting a 33% chance that this person thinks that you're friends again, but they may be working on it. It may be in their head that they're trying to get back in your good graces. Readings with Allie. What are Lucio's intentions for me? He's a friend. Love cup here is full. He may want more than just friendship. It's like he may argue with himself. He may feel like, well, I don't know, we're friends. I don't know if I want to push it because, it can complicate things. I think ultimately there is room for growth and transformation around the situation if you want it. I think that he likes you more than just a friend with the love cup. Julie, is Larry seeing someone now? Is Larry seeing someone now? I get a 70% chance, yes, he's seeing someone. I don't think it's anything serious, though. It may be somebody that he's just been out with a couple of times. Doesn't seem like it's that serious. Kiki, have I made promises in my self-love promises? Have I made progress in my self-love journey? You have, yeah. Yeah. You still have a ways to go, but you've made progress. couldn't agree with that more, Mel. Focus on building your credit, owning your own assets, securing your kids' financial future, and paying bills without anyone's help. I totally agree. I totally agree. Like, even like people that are married, like my parents are married for 20 years and it ended. And then there are marriages that last longer than that and they end. I just think that it's really important to be able to take care of yourself in this day and age. And not rely on other people. I totally agree with that. Kira, Valentine's Day this year, will I be single and mad? Listen, Valentine's Day is, you know what I'm saying about Valentine's Day? Like, I would rather be single and mad on Valentine's Day than have a phony son of a bitch show up with fucking phony flowers and phony candy because somebody told him he had to go buy it for me, otherwise I would be pissed. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no authenticity around Valentine's Day. I just, ugh. It means more to me when somebody shows up on a Saturday afternoon with dandelions. You know what I mean? Like, Valentine's Day is just... Will I be single on Valentine's Day? Oh, it looks like you have a new love interest. But this doesn't even have to be a new love interest. Knight of Cups could be a new love interest, but no, I don't think you're going to be single on Valentine's Day. I hate the Valentine's Day to me, this is going to sound, like, you know what, I have another fucking video about that Alec Baldwin's wife showed up in my feed, and I got so frustrated because she's a yoga teacher, and that's all she does is talk about being a yoga teacher. And it just really fucking pisses me off that she's so inauthentic and she's teaching yoga, right? I don't know her. Until this happened, I never even heard of her. Anyway, so she's supposedly like on Instagram popping out all these children. She's bone fucking thin. And like, this is what she's selling. And she's a yoga teacher. And it just really fucking pisses me off because yoga is the first thing. You're supposed to leave your ego, right? Get out from underneath that ego. Be your authentic self, who you are, and be happy with that. And instead, we have yoga teachers that are posting, look at how skinny I am after having 5 babies. Look at how skinny I am. Meanwhile, this is really what you look like after having a baby. Okay? I'm still got 40 pounds to lose, and it's a year later. And look, you could see it. But this is real. This is my life. Anyhow, so like, that's what Valentine's Day reminds me of. It's like a fake, phony show. And it makes all I think it really does is make people feel bad when they don't have someone. And then make people that do have someone, they get let down. You know, because what are you going to do? Go out to a restaurant and sit with a mask on? You know what I mean? I would rather... Like I said, I'd rather somebody show up on Thursday afternoon with strawberries because they know that I love eating fruit. You know what I mean? So think about it that way, just in case February rolls around and it's not what you want. Because Valentine's Day is just a shitty. Oh, thank you, Don. Thanks. I'll see you. Moon. How am I doing reading tarot? I think you're doing really well. Keep doing it. Yeah, you seem to be doing really well. You got the sun coming out. It's going to continue to be something that you enjoy. Yeah, you're doing well. Keep it up. Jay, will Amy run and hide from me next week? All right, or will I find success with her? Okay, will next week be a successful week with Amy? Okay, next week you got 33% chance, but it's actually higher than that because the Four of Cups is in reverse. Something good can happen next week. Four of Cups in reverse is like feeling like there's an offer in front of you that you use. And then the Six of Cups is somebody from your past returns and she's Tracy, what can you tell me about Jack the Sagittarius? You know, he's usually Sagittarians come off to me as very happy-go-lucky, very easygoing people. He may have a little sharp side to him, but that's not a bad thing. If you haven't seen or spoken to him, you may see him or hear from him or run into him relatively soon. Loving, kind, caring person. He's also, the death card is here, which could be there's room for growth and transformation around a relationship with him, or it could be he's got a deep, dark, mysterious side to him, a little bit creative. He seems to be pretty funny. He's very passionate. Seems like an overall decent kind of guy. Yeah, let's see what happens. Heart-shaped ice cream cake. My grandpa's birthday. Not my grandpa that Avery was born the day he died. Not that great. That grandpa was my mom's mom, and he was my best friend. My other grandpa, his birthday was Valentine's Day, and we used to get him that heart-shaped cake every year. Now, I think I was 12 when they moved to Florida, so I didn't have that many birthdays here, but you know what's so funny? Like, my grandparents always seemed like old to me. Like, when I look at pictures of my grandfather, he was like 62, but like he always like seemed old. My dad's 75, and I don't think of him as being that old. I don't know. I saw like a cake in one of the albums, and it said "Happy Birthday, Grandpa," and we had the candles shaped like 62, and I was like, oh, it was his 62nd birthday. It's like he always just, I don't know, maybe because I was little, I don't know. Anyway, we got that cake from every year. Yes, Mel, I agree. I agree. I understand the Valentine's Day thing, though. I really do, because I think that there's a part of everybody that wants to have a special Valentine's Day. Thing is that I feel like it's fake and phony. You know, it's just like the yoga teacher that's, oh, love yourself for who you are, but look at how skinny I am. You know, it's okay. It's okay if you're fat. It's okay. Well, you love yourself, but I'm not fat. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it reminds me of. It's like, yeah, he's been a dickbag cheating on me every day of his life, but he shows up with flowers. Let me put it up on Facebook. Look how loved I am. Oh, he loves me so much. Like, that's the shit that I can't stand. Like, I just hate that. So that's what I hate about Valentine's Day. It is buffering. Buffering, right? YouTube's like, shut the fuck up, Danny. We don't care what you think. All right, I'm up to Adriana in general. You got some good luck coming in. You may have to make a decision about something regarding either work. This could be a work relationship, Six of Pentacles, or it could be, it's usually a work thing where you're getting better compensated, you're getting more respect, but there may be a decision around work that you may have to make. It's positive, though. Whatever happens, it's going to be positive. Got some more financial stability coming in, and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. You could be putting money aside for something, or you could be paying off a bill, debt, or a loan. It looks like you got cause for celebration that comes in around finances. World is at your feet, and you got some money flowing to you. Kiki, does Patrick M like me? Should I text him? Okay. Does Patrick M like me? Should I text him? Yeah, I do think that he likes you, and I think that there could be something stable between the two of you. I would text him. What the heck? Give it a shot. Kira, why hasn't the girl I'm supposed to mentor text me back? Does she not like me? No, she does like you. She's just maybe a little bit lazy or she kind of procrastinates. She's going to get back to you. Yeah, you guys are going to start the journey together. She's just either procrastinating or putting it off. But yeah, you're going to start that journey. And she does like you. Oh, really? I like that culture with the big belly. I'm trying to lose it. I'm trying to lose. I got to get back down in all seriousness to a healthy weight just because I'm concerned with my blood pressure. But, and I keep forgetting, my sister-in-law has a blood pressure machine. I keep forgetting to have it checked when I go there. But I should be making my appointment for my yearly doctor visit. So I'll see what the doctor says. Just because I'm concerned, you know, getting older, and it's taken so long for me to lose this weight. Of course, you know, last night I was out. Well, I ate some stuff I shouldn't have had. Anyhow, you know my point. My point is, it's always about how you feel, right? But I just don't like fake phony shit. Let me just put it that way. Like, I remember once, I'll never forget this. When I was in junior high and I got that bad haircut, my mother loved it, but it was like, it was an old lady haircut. Like, why would you do that to me? Anyhow, so one of my friends who had she had gorgeous hair. She still does. Her hair was like, it's straight, dark, like thick, but not too thick. But it's like the kind of hair that I don't know, it's like silky. I don't know. She always had nice hair. And I don't know, maybe it was like down to here. And I remember getting this really shitty haircut and I was just so ugly. Anyway, and I remember her saying, "Oh, it looks good on you, but I wouldn't want it." And ever since then, I always feel well, sometimes people are like, "Yeah, it's okay for you, but that's not for me." Or you know what I'm saying? You could have that haircut, but I'm not gonna have it. Now, my other friend, she was so funny. She's another one who has a gorgeous head of hair, and she was always fucking complaining about it. Because she felt like it just kind of hung there. I don't know. To me, I thought that it was beautiful hair. Anyway, so she said that growing up until the time she was about 12, her hair was really long and straight and parted down the middle. And she said that she looked like Morticia Addams. She said that her mom took her to get a haircut and she thought she was just getting a trim. And her mom cut it it was short, but I guess it was kind of feathered. It was sometime in the 80s. And it's short. I saw pictures, it was up to here, but it was kind of feathered. And she goes, I went in looking like Morticia Addams and I came out looking like Adam Sandler. I was hysterical. She was like, look at these pictures. Look at what you did to my hair. But I guess, mothers sometimes get frustrated with the tangles. I think that was something that I was ignorant to. I didn't think that people that had straight hair got tangles. But I had a friend of mine who when we went to Mexico, she went swimming in the ocean, and I wouldn't put my hair in the salt water because my hair, forget it. But she was swimming with her head under the water, and it came out all tangly, and I was like, oh, I didn't really realize. I thought that people that had straight hair didn't suffer from tangles. What the hell do I know? Anyway, Kira, tomorrow. Not holding yourself back tomorrow. Looks like you got a new journey on the horizon. Some spontaneity comes in. The world is at your feet. Things get a little bit unstuck and start to move forward. And you may be feeling good tomorrow. Got the Empress here. Love, money, abundance, fertility on the horizon. Be careful if you don't want kids. Mary Elena. What's happening now with the estranged husband? Okay, what's happening now with my estranged husband? thinking a lot about, you know, where his life is going, and he may be feeling a little bit burdened by his life. Um, it looks like he's not holding himself back. I don't know where he is as far as love is concerned. He does have either a love interest around him and the love cup is full, and he may be looking to start a new beginning with this person. He's very controlling and manipulating. I don't like that. I don't like Emperor in reverse. I may do a whole video on Emperor in reverse because I don't like it. It's somebody who manipulates things so that they can get what they want. And, you know, it could be somebody that, like, says what you want to hear just so they can get you to do something. I don't know. I don't care for it. I would think that if you guys have not spoken in quite some time, or if you're not really in one another's lives anymore, it may be the best thing for you. Your life could move forward. You may be prepared to move forward to like a better quality of a relationship in the near future, possibly with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Kira, Daniel and I for the next 2 weeks. There could be a little anxiety around the situation over the next 2 weeks, and there could be another argument on the horizon. You may decide to turn around and walk away from him, and he may feel hurt by that. I mean, the next 2 weeks look like they could be a little bit unstable. It's like there may be another argument. I mean, and listen, at least if there's an argument, then at least you're speaking. But it doesn't look like, I don't know, you might decide that this is not the right person for you, and you may walk away from it, and you might feel like I'm moving on to greener pastures, and then a new love connection comes in, possibly with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Julie, so R's feelings for me are gone. I don't feel like his feelings are gone. I just don't think that he's just, he doesn't feel like this relationship is being threatened. He feels like everything is just the way it is. Like doesn't feel like he's under the gun to make any decisions, to make any changes, or to push anything forward. He's like, things can just continue like this for him right now. Like he just feels like things are okay. I don't know what his problem is. Like he seems to do like what he wants, when he wants, and he doesn't want to answer to anyone. And that's not really fair if you're in a committed relationship with someone. Now, I don't know where you guys are right now or what you consider this relationship to be, if you guys are together or you're not together or what's going on. But the situation here looks like it's uprooted, it's unstable, there's double-edged sword around the situation. He can be impatient and intolerant at sometimes. Communication can go down. I don't know. It doesn't look like this is the best place. It doesn't look like it's in a great place right now. And it doesn't look like it's like he just feels like everything is fine or everything will be fine. Like he's not putting in any effort to try to see, like he's not saying, listen, we have a problem with our relationship. Let's work on things. He's just kind of ignoring everything and just letting the chips fall where they may. So that leaves you to make a decision. Is this what you want in your life? Because just like everybody else, like you could wait for this guy to come back, but he's coming back as himself. He's not coming back as anyone else. So this is who he is. That's why I keep saying I think you should keep your options open, because I don't know that you're going to be satisfied with this kind of a relationship moving forward. It's almost like, you know, he doesn't put in any effort. You know, it's like having a relationship with yourself. It's like he's not looking to fix anything. He doesn't feel like you're gone, and you're not gone. You're in his energy, you're in his life, and you're in his world. So as long as you're there, he doesn't feel like you've disappeared. He doesn't feel like he has to work for anything. So that's where the relationship is right now. For belly dance, I can't belly dance. I can't even say it. Talia, may I have a general for tomorrow? Sure. Tomorrow looks like you got cause for celebration, and there's passion that comes back to your life around a wish. So something nice should happen tomorrow. You may be feeling a little bit more stable or grounded around a personal business endeavor. Six of Pentacles, you could have reliable clients, or you could be feeling like you're earning a little bit more financial success, but also respect. Looks like life starts to move forward, and you have the Two of Cups here, which means you might have a nice connection with somebody tomorrow, or a current relationship could move forward. Tomorrow looks like a good day. Tiffany, love reading. Balance comes back to your love life, which is nice because it's like the love cup is full with the Two of Pentacles. It could be that relationships moving forward have a little bit more balance. You've got the Magician here, so you have the ability to manifest just about anything you want. Especially right now, if you're not with anyone, you've got the Three of Wands in reverse, which means you're not waiting for your ship to come in. With the manifestation, the power of manifestation, you can manifest the type of person that you want. You listen to your intuition. You've got a Pisces, a Libra, and a Virgo here. You also have an Aries coming in, and you're going to have choices. Holy good God. Oh, you got a Capricorn. Oh, shit. All right. So there's success around a balanced relationship. Now, the people that come in, Capricorn and Taurus. You also have a Libra, the Libra and the Aries, and the Virgo. So you're definitely going to have choices moving forward. You're the one making the decisions. Next relationship you enter will be successful. If you're already with someone, I would say your current relationship has the ability to be successful, and balance will come back to it. Brenda, career reading. No longer holding yourself back. You're feeling prepared and excited for your career. Got stability coming in around your career, and you may be doing something a little bit more creative in the near future, or there could be a creative endeavor coming in. Balance comes back to your life overall. Nine of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. Money is flowing to you through your career that brings financial stability. You could have a new business opportunity on the horizon too, and you may be feeling very ambitious about your career. Good. Kira, is Daniel over me? Is he the one that's going to walk away? Well, he's not sure. He's not sure. He's got the double-edged sword. He feels like he's been treated very unfairly. He's got justice in reverse, and he doesn't know that he wants to go back to that situation. I wouldn't say he's over you, but he's kind of like thinking about what's best for him, and I don't think that he thinks right now that that's the best situation for him. He's kind of like on the fence right now. Moon, general for the slow and steady wins the race this week. Got the world at your feet, and perseverance pays off. You may be putting a lot of hard work into Eight of Pentacles. You could be going back to school. You could be working on a side business. You could be learning a new area of study. Whatever it is, you're putting a lot of effort into it. And it should push your life forward. And you got a little adventure coming in. No longer feeling so stuck. Life starts to move forward. Disappointments move into the past. And you step into your own strength this week. Got nice stuff happening, especially around business, side business, or the idea of a new business. I don't know where you are. You may be, I don't know, doing something on the side that brings in extra cash. Moon, messages from source. Two of Fire. You've come into your own. New partnerships or contracts continue to move forward. The Six of Water. Memories from your history or childhood. Issues regarding children romanticizing the past. The Magician. Archangel Azrael. Raziel. You are ready. You have the resources and the ability to manifest them. Life is magical. I think Archangel Raziel, when he's around, he sends rainbows. So you may see rainbows in odd places. And it doesn't always have to be like rainbows out, side. It could be like, I don't know, you could be like walking down the street and somebody's wearing a rainbow on their shirt. Something like that. It doesn't have to be like in nature. Could be. It doesn't have to be. Oh, Brenda, I haven't had that many jobs. The first job I had was at A&P, and I have a whole playlist of stories from A&P, because anyone that's ever worked in a grocery store, and A&P here in the United States was the first grocery store that became a chain and started in New York City, and the company was around 156 years. At one point, they had 16,000 stores throughout the entire U.S., and then it even went into Canada. Anyhow, long story short, anyone that's ever worked for a grocery store, like, it takes all kinds. Like, everyone's got to eat, so everybody comes to the grocery store. So the things but there's a whole playlist on my channel. I've seemed to run out of stories. I know I have to have more. I just can't think of them. And then I worked in the accounting department for a company for 14 years. And then I just was teaching yoga. That's it. Oh, and then I was this after-school counselor for kids in elementary school. That's one hell of a job. But that's it for my jobs. Anyway, maybe I will do a video about them, but I feel like I don't have all that much. I guess I probably could. Kira, Monday. Monday, you may have some choices. Page of Pentacles could be focused on a business or a side business, feeling like the world is at your feet, and you have the Magician. So you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. You have a new love interest, possibly with that Leo, but there also could be a Libra coming in. Listen to your intuition on Monday. Your intuition is spot on, and you might feel like you have a long road ahead of you, but enjoy the ride. Butterfly. What does Steph think about me? Thinks that you're successful, intelligent, spiritually connected, or you have a spiritual side, that you may be a little bit mysterious and deep, and thinks that you're always growing and changing. Oh yeah, A&P, you must be pretty local in this area, because A&P, it's recently, well, it went out 5 years ago, but before then, yeah, there was Food Basics. They also bought Pathmark. I think a lot of people say that was their downfall when they bought Pathmark, because Pathmark was kind of like bum to begin with. But anyhow, we had a Food Basics around here. They owned a lot. They owned Wall Bombs. They owned Food Emporium, the Future Store. In Canada, it was Dominion was the name of the chain, Dominion. But then I think they changed it. It was Dominion way back when, like when I first started. I don't remember what they changed it to. They say that A&P was going downhill steadily since like the 50s, but then it got really bad in the 70s because the other grocery stores started to take over and they were a little bit more up to date, and A&P was a little bit more like in the past. I don't know. At one point, we had so many A&Ps around here, it was crazy. And it was funny because we had one Stop and Shop. My mother hated it. It was attached to Bradley's. Like it was like a you know, like back room doors. You go through the back room doors, like plastic like that, and you go into Stop and Shop. My mom hated it, and the store smelled. We only went in there like if she needed like one thing because it was really close to us. And then that turned into an A&P, and then it was first a Future Store, then it was A&P, then I think it went to Wall Bombs, and then somehow, I don't know how, Stop and Shop made a comeback, and now they're all over the place, and now it's back in that same location. Anyway, but Bradley's is gone. Anyhow. Kira, does Daniel think about me a lot? How is he taking the breakup? He does think about you. I can't tell you how much. I don't know. It just shows that he does. Here's the breakup. He may be thinking that it's time for you guys to move away from one another because he's feeling like he may be feeling like it's for the best at this point. That's, you know, he's taking it okay. Like he feels like I got a lot of stress in my life, or I have a lot of people I have to keep happy, and we were always fighting. So what's the point? I don't think that I think he's got a lot of drama in his life, to be honest, and I think that he feels like this was always going to be a source of drama. It wasn't improving. So I think he's okay with it. He's like, you know, it is what it is. You know, like no sense harping on something that's not working. I think that's how he's feeling. Jay, who wants me the most right now? All right, it's hard to weigh one person versus the other, only because everybody's needs are different. You know what I'm saying? Like I would rather be alone than be with somebody that I don't really want to be with. But some people will just take anybody because they don't want to be alone. They would rather not be alone. So it's kind of hard to weigh one person's needs against the other. But let's see who comes up strongest. Right now, Leo comes up strongest. But like I said, like everybody's different. You know what I mean? Like some people have a need for like, you ever know somebody that buys stuff in excess because they're just afraid of running out of something? I had a friend like that. She would, banana boat. You know, banana boat lotion, like after sun, like moisturizing lotion. She went on this kick where it was the only lotion she would use. So come the end of the summer, we had to go out. We had to scour the town and buy every fucking bottle of banana boat lotion, right? And then what happens was something else came along that she liked better. So now she didn't want the banana boat anymore. She gave it all to her sister. Now this is the one, the sister that spends a lot of money, and then the cheap sister. Cheap sister always benefited. And I used to get so mad. I used to be like, stop giving her everything. But she used to say, she's like, I don't know why I do this. And her dad used to say, you have a fear of not having enough. Well, some people have a fear of not being with somebody, and they would rather just be with anyone. So that person's need may be stronger to be with you, doesn't mean that they like you more. You know, somebody else may be a little bit more independent, but their feelings may be a little bit more real. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard to measure one person against the other. But according to this, I would have to say the Leo. Yes, I did end up doing what I love, teaching yoga, but that's a whole other bowl of wax. Like I said, I studied yoga because I wanted to be authentic, and I found a lot of people that just wanted to be yoga teachers because it was cool. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like this is the only thing that made me feel like I was human and not like a stray dog. And like you're just doing it because you think you're cool and you're skinny, and you think it's cool to be able to, you know, do a split. And that pisses me off. And it shouldn't, because like I said, like I shouldn't be judging, right? You're not supposed to be judging, but I judge. I do. I'm like, you know, uh, that's not what yoga is. It also can be kind of sad when people look at it like it's a workout. It is a workout, right? Because you're going to sweat, especially in hot yoga. But there's more to it than that. It just meant more to me than that. You know? Anyway. Anjali, feeling fatigued and low. When will it change and what's coming? It should change around the time that the sun moves into Aquarius, which is interesting because that's when the planetary stuff starts to get a little bit easier. So that's what I'm going to say. Looks like you're taking control of life. You're feeling better for your life to move forward. Excuse me, starting a new journey. No longer feeling weighed down by the weight of the world. You may be making a decision to spend more time taking care of yourself, rest, relaxation, and self-care, and that may do you well. I'm going to say around the 21st, you should start to feel better. So it's not that far off, a few days. I would say definitely drink more water. That's like my answer for everything. But I feel like a lot of, especially when it comes to fatigue and headaches, you just might need more water. Kira, what's Dijon's issue with me? Why does he act funny towards me? Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, it was a huge chain. It was a big chain. A&P for a long time. He's got a little sharp energy around him. I don't know if that has to do with you. That just might have to do with him. He may be going through a rough time in his life and he feels like he's holding himself back. You just may experience it. You know, I don't think it has to do so much with you. It looks like he feels like the timing, right, is around you and him or around him. He may be just going through a real rough time. He does feel like he has choices and he feels very argumentative. I wonder if things are just haven't been going right for him lately. Two of Cups is in reverse, so he feels like either maybe the two of you aren't on the same page, or maybe he feels like did you date him once before? Is this a broken relationship? He may feel like that's where the relationship is supposed to be, broken, or he's moved away from it, or energetically he may be pulling away from it. He just, it doesn't come up so much that he feels like he doesn't want you around. It feels like he feels like the timing around me is not that good. Like nothing is working out for me. That's not having anything to do with you. With you though, if you're an ex or that was a past situation, he may feel like you got better friends than you were a couple. Because the Two of Cups is in reverse. Kira, next week. Intuition is on, so please listen to it. It does look like next week you may be feeling like things have kind of gotten a little bit out of balance. Make sure that you take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, and I think you will next week. Could be spending a lot of time contemplating things next week, but you're no longer holding yourself back. At the end of the day, you've got divine timing that's going to push your life forward and the ability to manifest new opportunities. Got some good luck coming in, and you may have some choices next week. This may be more towards the end of the week, though. Well, Brenda, if you got nothing else to do, you can always watch those videos. Some of the stories, like people that return shit, like people that return stuff that's like eaten. Oh, this was bad. Really? Because you ate the whole thing. You got to have a whole lot of patience, yeah. And I was pretty good. My boss at the end, when we were like closing, my boss, she had no patience, and she would just tell people, and I would be standing there, and I couldn't help laughing. Julie, When do you see me getting the job that Manpreet told me about? I'm sending my resume tomorrow. Okay, let's see. Could be soon. It could be within the next 3 weeks. So that's not far off. Meanwhile, I'm the opposite with toilet paper. The other day, I had no toilet paper left at all. I had to call Instacart. I had to have Instacart come. Because not only do I not remember to buy toilet paper, but I'm lazy too. Kira, how will Daniel and I's next contact go, and when is it? There's indecision around the next contact. It's like somebody may be feeling a little bit betrayed and somebody may be feeling a little bit burdened. Next contact could be within the next 7 days. Jay, I've been buying supplies for this new job. I haven't even gotten the job yet. What's making me prepare? First of all, I kind of think that that's good because it's almost like acting as if you already have it, which is supposed to help you get it, you know, energetically speaking. I think that that's good. I think intuitively you may kind of know that you're already going to get it. You're preparing yourself for your wish. You should really love the job too. The world is at your feet and your life is moving forward. I think it's good. Unless you're spending like a lot of money, then I would say, you know, but I think that that's good because it's like living as if. Jay, I hired Russ as my attorney. What can I expect? Success, things move forward quickly and things change for the better fast. You got good luck on your side. T-Vet, love. T-Vet, love. Water sign comes in pretty strong, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You may not be feeling them, though. You may be undecided about them. That's okay. You got the sun coming out over your love life, and you got choices here. You don't have to be with someone that you don't care for. You have growth and transformation coming in around your love life. You have a Sagittarius, an Aquarius, and a Scorpio coming in. So you might have some nice choices in the near future. Love life moves forward. Black girls with dark curly hair. My first time here. Welcome. Where did it go? Does my ex-K come for reconciliation with me soon? Okay. Will my ex come back for reconciliation soon? I'm not getting a reconciliation coming in anytime soon. I would keep your options open because I think you got new love on the horizon and you're going to have choices. So there may be several different people coming in or a couple of different people. Air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Sagittarius comes in, and also Empress. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want children right now, but it doesn't look like it's an ex. It looks like you got new options. Jess J, Marhig's current energy towards me. Pretty good energy, Two of Cups. Could be a committed relationship on the horizon. Kira, what would happen if I contact Daniel, his reaction? I don't think he's expecting you to reach out to him. I think he would be shocked. He may not answer. He may wait and see if you leave a message, or he may make you wait before he answers because he's got a little bit of regret, or he's unsure, or he feels a little negative about this situation right now. I would say if you reached out to him, you would hear back from him, but maybe not so quick. Like if you reached out to him today, maybe you wouldn't hear back from him until tomorrow. Not because he's being a dick, just because he doesn't know what to do. He's kind of sitting on the fence about what to do around the situation. I would say listen to your intuition. If you want to reach out to him, I don't see any reason why you shouldn't. I would just be prepared not to hear back from him immediately. I'd be shocked if he did answer you immediately, because it looks like he's a little bit unsure. He's undecided, and he doesn't want to rush into anything just yet. He's going to think about it. But then I think he gets back to you, and then you guys could have... You could have a conversation, but it may lead to an argument, which is fine. You know what? I don't have a problem with people arguing because at least there's communication and at least you could get somewhere. So this standoff with silence is that just brings more time and space between two people. I would always suggest somebody reach out, especially if you want to, save the relationship. But that you got to make that decision. That's up to you. He's going to be shocked. I don't think he's expecting you to reach out to him. Oh, you too, Jay. I'll see ya. Bye-bye. Have a nice night. Miak 503, what's coming towards me? What's coming towards me? Miak 503. Could have a new business opportunity with the Ace of Pentacles. Be very successful. It does look like you've got some options around money or finances. Page of Knight of Pentacles. It's slow and steady wins the race, but you could be putting money aside for something or doing something very smart financially. Money flows to you, Nine of Pentacles. The new moon, you got your intuition is heightened, so please listen to it. No longer waiting for your ship to come in. You may be taking action when it comes to a job or a business opportunity. And I think you'll be successful. MJ, what are Zebby's current energies towards me? Current energy is respectful and balanced. That's good. No longer holding himself back, but respectful and balanced. Elsa, love for the next 3 weeks. might be making a decision to leave a disaster in the past, heartbreak in the past, and anxiety and arguments in the past. Maybe making a decision to walk away from things that no longer serve you, and then that pushes your love life forward pretty quickly. And Aries comes in. You also have an Aquarius here. You could have some options in the near future. You got a Virgo coming in as well. But you might have to shut the door on things that aren't working in order for that stuff to happen. Kira, my intuition is telling me that Daniel is dating someone else, so please tell me if that's the case so I know if it's over for good. Okay, let's see. Is Daniel dating somebody else? I'm only getting, at this point, a 33% chance he's dating someone else. There's a Virgo around him, possibly, or this also could be him being silent. I don't think that, I mean, you just broke up with him. How could he be in a committed relationship with somebody already? You know what I'm saying? But if you feel like it and you're not comfortable with reaching out to him, then you can make the decision to end it for good and walk away from him. You have other options coming in. But I don't think that he is in a committed relationship with somebody this soon. I mean, it's only a 33% chance. To me, 33% chance he could have been out on a date with somebody. He could be talking to someone, but that's not something that would be like a committed relationship. Not this fast. I don't think so. But if your intuition is telling you that he's dating someone else and you don't want to reach out to him, that's fine. You know, you can make the decision. I think that the problem is, and I felt like this for myself in the past, like I wanted somebody to tell me, you got to end this, it's not happening. But things are changeable. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could date somebody else for 6 months. You could date somebody else for 6 months. You could find your way back together again. You know, that shit happens sometimes. You know, sometimes it's not for the best. Sometimes it does work out. It's like sometimes you need to experience things that you don't like to realize what it is that you do like. But if your intuition is telling you he's with somebody else and you don't really trust him to begin with, then I wouldn't even bother. Because like I said, like if he's going to reach out to you and you guys are going to talk, he's still the same person. He's not coming back as a truth teller. He's going to come back as a liar. So that wasn't sitting well with you to begin with. You know what I mean? Like, you weren't thrilled with that anyway. So why bother going back to it? Do you know what I mean? But you're the one that has to make that decision. And I feel like sometimes we want to be told, no, that's it. It's done. But I can't say that because I don't really feel like just as reading cards like that. I don't have the no, it's done. You're never going to speak to him again. I don't believe that that's the case. Kira, has Daniel been on a date with someone or communicating with a female? Yes, I think he has been talking to a female. Yeah. How about Mishti 01? How does the Capricorn think I feel about him? Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. He thinks that you really care for him, and with the Empress and the Magician, he would definitely think that you're into him for sure. That you think that he's kind of a good package. Nina B, R's energy towards me. not crazy for it. It's like not fair, or it's unjust, or out of balance. I don't care for it today. How about cinnamon, general for the next week? You could have a new love interest comes in that's a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. It looks like you may be undecided about how you feel about them. Sun comes out though. Maybe you're going to give somebody new a chance. You're not holding yourself back. You've got divine timing coming in, and you have divine timing also bringing in money next week. That's not bad. Queen, I want to know who is coming in to my life. Okay, this is for Queen. No longer feeling like you're stuck in the mud. You've got soulmate connection coming in. That's an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. It's got long-term potential. Got money coming in too that's going to pay off a bill of debt or a loan and make you feel good. You got a wish, put it out into the universe, and you're going to have some good luck moving forward. Kira, is the female the reason that he hasn't contacted you? No. He's not contacting you because he's not sure that he wants to go back to that kind of a relationship. No. Doesn't have to do with anything else. He's trying to, he doesn't want like a lot of drama in his life. He feels like he's got enough of it. So he feels like in a lot of ways that this is for the best. It doesn't have anything to do with anybody else. At the most, he's maybe talking to somebody else. Maybe he's gone out on a date. But he's not in love with somebody right now. It hasn't been that long. I mean, I don't feel like, no, I don't feel like his energy has changed all that much. I just feel like he's kind of thinking at this point, like, we've been through this a couple of times. It's only been a couple of months. I don't want to keep going through this. So maybe at this point, it's better that I explore other options. But he's not staying away because of anybody else. He's staying away because he thinks it's best for himself. Myogram. I just want to make sure I didn't skip anyone. What is next in my love life? You're no longer feeling like the weight of the world is on your shoulders, and you're going to feel like people around you are showing you more respect, feeling like, I could breathe a sigh of relief. At least things are starting to move forward a little bit more quickly. Got a couple of people around you. You got choices coming in. Fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Being guided by the divine, and there could be a love connection around work that changes for the better quickly. Basically, I think you're going to have some choices and options, which is nice. Myogram. Oh, I did that one. Cinnamon. How does Wes feel towards me after I contacted him? Feels finally like things are starting to move forward. He feels like he's got a wish around the situation. This guy cares about you. There's no doubt about that. But it's like he's always seems like he's got 1 foot in and 1 foot out. I don't think that part of it's going to change. Not now, anyway. There is long-term potential, but it's down the road. Chariot's in reverse, which means it could be the same old of what you've already experienced with him. He feels a little bit of relief, though, that you reached out to him. Julie, does my nemesis Sam still work at Brookdale Hospital? What to apply there, but what if she's still there? I wouldn't let anybody else you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't let anyone else make decisions for you. You know what I mean? Like, don't let that person have control over whether or not you apply, because, you know, it's a big place. You could avoid them. You know, your career is more important than that person. But let's see. Does my nemesis Stam still work at Brookdale? Yes, I think so. I think so. I mean, whether you do or don't apply there, you're still going to have a lot of opportunities. So I don't think that you know, it's not like you're going to be missing out on an opportunity. If you don't apply there, you'll have something anyway. But I wouldn't let this person keep you from something that could be good. You know what I mean? Because that gives that person a lot of power in your life. And you don't want that person to have any power. Fuck them. Cinnamon, did you email me? I didn't see an email from you. I've been on here for a while. Did you just recently email me? Sister. None of my friends I deleted reached out to the girl who never wished me a happy birthday. I just feel my friends are condescending to me and I'd rather be alone. Is the problem mine? Okay, let's see. Is the problem mine? No, I don't think so. I think you're right about these people. I think you've kind of outgrown them, so that could be it. It could be that you've kind of outgrown them or you've matured in a way that they haven't. But I don't think that, you know, it's like if they're not participating in the relationship, you don't really need them, right? Why bother? Do you know what I mean? And I think that I feel the same way about family members. Like, I don't feel like I have to go and have Christmas dinner with somebody who I have nothing to do with all year long. Like, just because we're family doesn't mean I have to see you on Christmas. You know what I'm saying? So no, I think that you may have outgrown them, and I think that's fine. Cinnamon, is the water sign Jamal or Maurice? Did I skip somebody? Is the water sign Jamal? Is the water sign Maurice? It comes out more likely it's Jamal than it is Maurice. Kira, does he still love me? Or are things over for good? He does still care for you. At this point in time, I don't think he wants to go back to that relationship. He cares very much about you, but he feels like he's exhausted. I would explore other options at this point. I would. He feels like, I don't know that I can go back to that and go through all that all the time. Like, it's too much for him. At this point, I would say, yeah, I would keep your options open. Kira, advice for the week ahead. You're being guided by the divine, and you got some nice money coming in. You could feel like finally I can breathe a sigh of relief, maybe around finances. Fools here, you could be starting a new journey, possibly around a side business. I would say focus on the side business. You could be building extra financial stability around it, and it may be something that you could really throw yourself into at this point. It looks like you may have a Sagittarius around you that could be significant. It may be a business thing. Life changes for the better this week, and you have that Leo maybe around. Elizabeth, how does M think I feel about him? Thinks that you have a lot of respect for him and thinks that you're interested in him romantically. Thinks that sometimes you may be a little bit anxious about the situation, but that I think that he thinks that you feel like the two of you have a nice connection. Or that there's love potential there. Caribbean. What can I expect from M the Libra in the near future? Maybe looking for a committed relationship, and things could move forward pretty quickly. The weight of the world seems to fall off your shoulders, and you could be starting a new journey with this person. I don't know if you're interested in them. We've got to see how that works. And Dilla? New here. Oh, welcome. I want to know, how does my ex-Gemini doesn't like my body and intimacy? No, that's not true. That's not true at all. No. Your body is fine. This person is not thinking that way at all. Beautiful one, love. Love changes for the better for you quickly, possibly overnight. You may find yourself in a committed relationship if you're not with one right now. Things move forward pretty quickly. It may be the kind of thing that just falls together really fast. It could be with a Cancer. It also looks like you should be feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain and there's success coming in around your love life. You also have a Sagittarius here, and you could be starting a new journey sooner than you think. There's also maybe the element of spontaneity around love for you. Anna. Had an African guy DM me this morning talking about that he would pay my bills, get my hair done, and my nails done. I felt he was weird, and I never talked to him or met him, so I blocked him. I agree with you. Sonia, please, the man A emailed me. I didn't feel that he is about to help me for the PhD. Am I going to win with the PhD? 3 positions in A2 university anyway. Okay. Will I win without his help? I don't think you need his help. I think you're going to do fine without him. Cinnamon, how does Jamel feel when I texted him this morning? How does Jamel feel when I texted him this morning? A little undecided. He feels a little bit like moving forward. He's not holding himself back so much. And you may feel like he's acting a little bit more kind, caring, and compassionate in the near future. You could see him step forward a little bit more. He may be realizing that he's got to make a decision and that he can't let things continue like this. I think you may have taken him by surprise, though, this morning. I don't know why. Kira, love for the next 2 months. You could have an offer presented to you in the near future that would be hard to turn down, and it could bring in cause for celebration. It does look like you're going to have some choices and that you're not holding yourself back over the next couple of months. You have a soulmate connection comes in. You have a Gemini. You have a Virgo. Got a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and then starting a new journey with the Fool. It also looks like you may be walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, which then brings in a new love opportunity. But you're going to have more than one opportunity in the next couple of months. I think that you may, you might keep your options open and explore things a little bit, which I think is good. Ashley. I don't see it yet. Let me do Elizabeth. Well, I find another job. I'm looking for better. You're going to find a new job soon. I'm going to say possibly within the next 6 weeks. Could be possible. Ashley, I barely got my second stimulus check and was wondering what Spirit wants me to buy with the money. Whenever I get money, I go crazy. Spirit doesn't want you to buy anything. That money is for you to decide. Now, if you need something, like, for example, mine came in, I needed tires. I didn't plan on needing tires. The tire light came on. They said that 2 of my tires were pretty rotted. They're snow tires. They don't last that long. So that's where my money went. I would not use it willy-nilly. Like, I wouldn't, like, go shopping crazy just because you got extra money. But I would put it aside, or I would at least put half of it aside in case you need it at some point for an emergency. But Spirit doesn't decide how you spend your money. You do. Money is an earthly pleasure that's on this level. You're given the choice what to do with it. And that's for you to make the decisions. The same thing with love. You know, if the same guy keeps showing up and treating you like shit and you keep taking him back, it's not because Spirit wants you to. It's because you're not making the decision. The same thing with money. You have to make that decision. And this may be a growing lesson or a responsibility lesson for you. I don't know how old you are, but, you know, the stimulus checks for somebody that lives at home, right? That's a lot of money. Someone like me that I support myself, that money, the tires, it's gone, you know? But this is just my 2 cents. My 2 cents would be to at least save half of it. I mean, I understand that the idea of the stimulus check is to spend it so that we're putting the money back into the economy. But just because of the state the economy is in and we don't know what's coming next, I would tell you don't spend the whole thing willy-nilly just in case you really need something at some point. I would save at least a good portion of it. But like I said, you know, it's not Spirit that makes the decisions. Like earthly pleasures, we're the ones making the decisions because we're here in this dimension. And that's, you know, like some people, I say it all the time. I have 2 friends, they're sisters. One, you couldn't get a quarter out of her ass with the tow truck, and the other one would spend her last dime if, you know, on fancy pastries if she felt like eating one. Like, that's just how they are. They're just very different. And that's, you know, that's who you become. Now, when we deal with money, and you know what yoga teacher training teaches us, that basically every relationship we have, we kind of all treat them the same. So, your relationships were bad with money, you probably have bad relationships with your friends, family, and significant others. You have good relationships with money, you probably have good relationships. So think about that. You know, like, are you willy-nilly to go out and just blow the money because you have it and it's a lot of fun for 5 minutes? Because, you know, whatever it is that you're going to buy, it's after a while, it loses its luster. So that, my suggestion would be to at least save money. Or most of it. Yeah, so this could be a huge lesson for you with money. Like think of it like that. You know, like this is a lesson for me in how I spend my money and if I can save it. I would put it, yeah, if you don't need anything right now, I would not go out and just like blow it on stuff you don't need just because you have it. Kira, will Daniel contact me by Tuesday? I'm getting about a 70% chance he contacts you by Tuesday. Cinnamon, how will Wes take it that I moved on from our old relationship with someone else? I think he may be expecting it. He may be kind of expecting it. I think he's going to feel like his time ran out or his luck ran out. I think he's going to know. I think in the back of his head, he always knew it was coming. He wasn't going to live with this behavior forever. That's what I think. He's not going to be that surprised. Mel, will we get the $1,400 stimulus check? You know what? I'm really shocked that I really thought we were going to get the 2,000 instead of the 600. But are we going to get the other 14 now? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen now. Everything has been so crazy. I don't know. It's showing that we're not. I don't know. Everything that's going on is so nuts that I can't even say that we're not going to get it for sure, because I think that could change at some point too. I don't know. Everything's been crazy. I thought we were getting that 2,000. I really did. I was shocked when only 600 came. So maybe we are going to get the 14, and that will be the 2,000 that we thought. I don't know. Ezra 456. When will Kay reach out to me? Could be within the next 9 days. Could be relatively soon. I'm going to say 9 days to 19 days, something like that. Next couple of weeks. Anybody here that I haven't gotten to? Sandy A. Love reading. Sandy A. Divine. Being guided by the divine is guiding your love life. Listen to your intuition. Be prepared for options to come in. Fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, possibly an Aries, makes you feel like you made it to the top of the mountain. You could breathe a sigh of relief. You also have here Pisces coming in, and somebody from your past may be returning. There's also a Sagittarius. So it could be somebody from your past is one of these signs, or it could be somebody from your past in addition to these 3 people who are new. I would keep your options open. Sorry, you could close them. Thank you. Yeah. Brandy, have T and Alexandra, have they had sex with each other or messed around? T and Alexandra, have they messed around sexually? I think they have. Yeah, they have in the past. Aloe Vera, I want to know if the Gemini is dating another girl. He's my ex. I do think he's seeing someone else. Yeah. See, but what are the Leo's current energy towards me? It's a little bit stagnant and kind of out of balance. I don't know where you guys are in the relationship right now, but there's the tower there. I don't know. It may not be the best energy right now today. Zara, general reading for the week ahead. General reading for the week ahead. Get some good karma coming back to you. Out of the clear blue sky, you may hear from someone who you haven't spoken to in a while. Maybe feeling a little bit burdened this week, but it kind of dissipates pretty quickly, and then you feel like, hey, I'm not holding myself back. Love cup is full, and I have the ability to manifest new opportunities, which could bring in a new love interest. Maybe could be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Taking time for rest, relaxation, and recharging your batteries does a whole world of good. Mel, will Will leave his wife for C? Will Will leave his wife for C? You know what? I'm getting a 33%. I'm getting 3 aces. I would say 99% chance yes. That's pretty strong that he will leave his wife. And usually I feel like they don't leave the wife. So let's see what happens. Cards are indicating yes, he's going to leave his wife. Let's see what happens with that. All right, guys. I am going to go. I think that DYLAN has to go OUT. I just heard him get up. And we haven't been there in a while, so before he starts to bark and then wakes up the princess, I like to get out while she's still sleeping. I'll see you guys later on tonight, maybe between 9:30 and 10:30. Thank you all very much, and I will see you tomorrow, or I'll see you tonight. Zara, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.